Come on, man. 3 decades plus.
Foolish. At midnight.
Foolish.
Midnight.
Yes.
That comes out at midnight today. Foolish on Hulu.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Thank you, man.
Congratulations.
It's been 12 years. About 12 years.
To put this together?
Nah,
Since
the last time I did a special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I thought in that time is that you collecting experiences and building material and trying things out.
It's always best instead of just doing specials just to be doing like doing when you really got something to say. You really got some material put together that's been tested.
Yeah.
Some good stuff. Yeah. You want to always make sure that your special is special. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't have at least 9 jokes in there that you could just that'll go beyond when I leave this earth, then it's not time to do one.
Like Little Daryl.
Little Daryl.
Yeah, that joke.
People that wasn't even you seen the baby version of Little Daryl? They got the little babies now, the little AI babies. Oh, they got a baby one.
Oh my
doing
gosh.
Little Daryl, it went viral. I'm like, man, that joke still like people wasn't even born talking about my name, Little Daryl.
That's crazy though, man. That's a testament to your gift, right?
Absolutely.
How, do you write all your jokes?
Yeah, well, okay, so you don't have to sit down and write them. I do karaoke night in Birmingham at the Stardome. I'm sure y'all seen it on the internet. Sold out every Monday. We was doing it every Monday at one point. You come up with stuff because I'm a musician and I do a lot of audience participation. So what happens is when you're doing this stuff, you come up with stuff, right? And you're like, I can do this Friday. I got a show in Tampa. I'm going to take this from karaoke, which they was laughing at, that was off the top of my head, and I'm going to use this on stage. So in between sitting down writing jokes and doing stuff at karaoke and stuff from the radio. I got 2 comedians on the morning show.
Yeah.
You got Rita Brent, you got Special K. Sometimes we get to talk and say, hey, I want to use that. Can I use that? We'll sit up there. We'll agree. And we'll say, write that down. I'll write it down. And then now you got material because you do radio every morning.
Well, you said y'all agree. So that's protocol amongst comedians,
like,
right?
Rita, you should use that one with that joke because everybody know each other's act.
Okay.
So if we come up with a joke or we talking about something, say, hey, Rita, you need to use that with that part of your show. Say, oh, yeah. She'll write it down, and we develop the material every day.
Yeah. What happens when somebody, like, have you ever had someone use your joke without your permission?
Well, here's something good that I have going on. Probably nobody ever talk about it because people get offended about stuff like that, as well they should. But I had some stuff that I was doing back in the early 90s that I don't do anymore. Right? So there's a comedian in Atlanta that reminds me of myself, and he does church style of humor. I said, can you take these jokes that I already done and refurbish them and make those jokes great? They know that I wrote the joke, but you're in this element right now. I'm not in that element anymore. Can you take this joke and remodel it and add your own take to it and your own twist to it?
Almost like a sample.
Like they do a song. You remember I used to do
They sampled your joke and made a new song out of it.
Like when I used to do the joke when I would model the church hats to identify different women that was on the auxiliaries of the church. This hat means that this is the pastor wife. Or whatever, when I was making fun of the church hat in the 90s. Well, they got new styles of church hats.
They do.
I don't do that anymore. So why don't you do it? So he's a very, very intelligent comedian, man. He does gospel shows all over the country named Alton Walker. And he's a great, talented comic. So I gave him a lot of stuff that's just sitting there. It's just sitting there.
You're different, though, Ricky.
Yeah.
You're different.
Yeah, I mean,
I love how you are.
If God give you that, then why He would bless you with other stuff,
right?
You can't receive blessings with a closed fist.
Come on.
Come
on. You've always been that selfless, though?
Oh, yeah, that's me. That's me all day. All day.
Yeah.
All day. I'm secure. God is good. Just like I wrote that joke, I can write another joke. If nobody's using the joke and somebody is just as talented and young, give it to them. Yeah, I don't have to buy it, use it. I know it's not popular. I know take it here. Write this joke. Do this joke right here. I used to do this back in the day. This is funny. Go ahead and update the joke. Boom, 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 boom.
I agree with you because Miss Patti LaBelle was here one time sitting down speaking with us, and I'd asked her about food. I love to cook on the side and have fun cooking. I know you do your thing in the kitchen and you quit cooking. And I said, How do you feel about sharing your recipes? When people ask me how to make something, I just give it, and like, you shouldn't do that. You should make money. It's like, what difference does it make? Like, just share it. And she kind of echoed the same thing. She said, I can give you everything. It doesn't mean it's going to come out the same way. We all have our gifts. We all have our touches. We all have our things. So share it. You know, it's for the world. Just share it out for the world. So I totally agree with you when you're saying that. It doesn't matter what field you're in.
Somebody share it with you.
Yeah.
Somebody gave you what you got. How many times comics have sat down? Cedric the Entertainer wrote Lil Daryl. I said, hey, I got an idea. Here's a dude, little kid, go to my
Cedric
church.
did that, yeah.
Yeah, he said he came up with the name. That came from Ced.
Right.
A whole one joke that just boosted my career, took my career from 0 to 100, was written by another comedian, and how to project the joke and how to do the joke. And I went out on stage and executed the joke, and I went from $250 to $5,000 a night. And
off that joke.
And one damn joke.
To $5,000 a night.
Did you just hit the cash register? Get your ass off that board. That's funny.
Wait, can I ask a question about doing the stand-up? Because I met with some people from Caroline's when I was trying to do stand-up before I, really got into getting on stage.
Yeah.
And one of the things they said that really stuck with me was the manager there was saying, I never tell anybody that they are not good.
Right.
Because he's like, who am I to judge your talent? You're up there by yourself trying to make people laugh that don't know you. So how... Is it beneficial to tell people like when they should work on their craft, as long as it's constructive and not destructive, where it's just like, oh man, you trash, that joke was ass.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, everybody need a coach. Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player of all time. Some would disagree, but guess what he had? He had a coach. Somebody got to come on, bring you to the sideline and draw up the plays so you can execute. Imagine having a lot of talent with no structure. You understand the discipline and the structure. It takes discipline and structure to even get here on time to do radio. You got people in the cars. Radio is appointment setting. People listen to Sway in the morning and listen to y'all every single morning. You got to be on time. You can't go to the club. You got to have some coaching and some structure. Somebody pull you to the side. I can't tell you how many comedians that I pulled to the side. I said, you have every right to curse, but just because you can don't mean that you should. Does that cuss word help that joke? If that cuss word don't help that joke, then take it out, because it's like an onion. If I give you an onion and you eat it, it's nasty. But what if you cut that onion up and saute it and put some flour in there and some water in there? It's the same onion, but you can't taste it. And some cube steak on top.
Okay. And 5,000 a night now. You got to put the cube steak.
But that right there, I have pulled so many comedians and took them in a room. I said, are you open for some coaching? They say, yes, please, because nobody won't talk to us. Nobody helping us. Nobody, we don't know what to do. They're just doing the best they can. Well, okay, let's go over the joke. Let's all right, the joke that you did about this, do it again. I said, okay, now take that out. Okay, now take that out. Boom, now your joke is shorter. Now you done cut all the fat off the meat, took all the cursing out. I said, because T-Mobile is in the audience watching you. You don't need those cuss words. You're missing out on sponsorship money. Who's going to represent the product? You understand? Somebody from AT&T back in the day came to my show at Uptown Comedy Club in Atlanta, the one behind Houston's restaurant on Peachtree. And I'm just on stage doing my thing, and somebody said, hey, we need you to come and do 3 minutes. It was AT&T. I went and did 3 minutes on stage perform. People gave me $25,000.
Damn, for 3 minutes?
I said, my name Lil Daryl, and they laughed for 3 minutes. Thank you.
You know what?
Thank you.
Good
night.
Thank you. That's it. Bomb. Just get out of here. 25K. I love that.
Yeah.
Man, comedians, I don't think people realize, even if you're not somebody that's as visible as some of the larger names, comedians can make a living, right?
Sure.
There's a lot of comedians that are doing extremely well that I've found.
They are.
Yeah. But how did you learn how to manage your empire?
Talking about the success.
The success, the financial, the platforms.
Let's talk about that. A good damn business manager.
Okay.
A good damn business manager, a good CPA, not manager, business manager.
What's the difference?
The difference between a manager manages your career.
Yeah.
Business manager manages your help it. She managed people that manage your career and manage your finances. So she's in touch with the CPA. She's on your manager's ass. She's on your agent's ass. You know, I had the same business manager as Sidney Portier. Is an older white lady named Laura Liza out in California. She owed money. So she'll have your ass in real estate and good investments and all of this kind of stuff. And she'd make sure that you protect it and no one take advantage of you.
How do you know it's a good business manager?
Yeah.
And not one that's going to take advantage of you?
When she's sending you an email with what you have and what you spent for the month and what's coming in and telling your ass no to getting your uncle a car, a Cutlass. And your uncle
You know what?
$2,500 down payment. She'll tell you no, you can't keep helping people. And then get you, when you at a point where you start stealing money from yourself to help somebody, that means you got a good business manager.
So you've had to do that.
I had to steal from myself. Let me go and do because I don't want to ask her.
Yeah.
I want to because I know what she gonna say.
The dude stole from
I
himself.
stole from myself
Damn.
to try to help somebody because I don't want to hear her. You know, but that's what you need. You need that's structure. That's structure. If you don't have structure, Sway, you'll be out here. 15 years from now, if I'm not on the scene anymore, I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be doing that.
Absolutely. Rickey Smiley is here tonight. 12 Midnight Foolish premieres
Y'all
on
better
Hulu.
come on with it.
Friday.
I
Yeah,
said what they don't say
Midnight.
no
Midnight.
more. I said what they don't say no more. Well, comedy from the 90s is back.
Comedy from the 90s.
I'm not trying to be politically correct. I
Okay.
said it. I said
You
it.
said it?
I talked about the little people. They're going to be outside marching,
Uh-huh.
but I had to talk about it.
You talked about
I
them.
talked about my 600-pound life. They're going to be outside marching. Not marching, but they're going to be.
They're going to
You
be
know what?
protesting.
He said not marching.
But they're going to be standing there.
You
know what? This is more jokes today.
Yo, you talked about my 600-pound life?
Bruh, 15, bruh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad. The lady was like, I can't stay in this hospital, she said, because I don't like the food here. She said, I'm going to starve. And that damn doctor on there is so real. He told her, he said, man, you haven't ate enough to last you the next 4 years. I kicked the coffee table over. I jumped up and ran out the room. I talk about my 600-pound because that's my favorite TV show.
That's your show, right?
Yeah, I have to watch my because I need to get the recipes. I need to know what they're cooking. You know what I'm saying? I end up making a tater tot casserole. I didn't know that those existed. You gotta watch those episodes. On that show, the lady made a tater tot casserole.
Ain't nobody from 600-pound life eating, yo.
No,
that shit is dead, yo. You dead eating that shit. Like,
I mean, let me portion control.
Ignore that. Like, that's really what you're supposed to be turning. This is turning.
That's my show. I can't help it.
Potato
That and
tot.
First 48, I can't stop watching.
I can't watch First 40. I get
Bro,
that.
I have to watch it, man. When they have church's chicken on that table, somebody going to jail. When you got a 2-piece and a little strawberry drink and a biscuit, somebody ass
going
is
to jail.
locked up.
Come on.
If someone, Rickey, if someone were to come to you and say that they were offended for whatever reason by a joke that you made, what's your response?
They'll be all right.
Okay.
They'll be all right. Hell, I talk about myself. I talk about myself, my family. I talk about my kids, my grandkids, all that stuff. I mean, everybody too sensitive nowadays, man. Hell, Eddie, go back and look at Delirious and Raw and Martin Lawrence special and Jamie Foxx special. Hell, one of my idols. Now, this is where I learned how to perform. Mark Curry.
Oakland Town Business. Come on, man.
Bruh.
Wonderful man.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I watched it. Do you remember the first time Mark Curry was on Showtime at the Apollo?
I do. Yes.
He ripped, listen, my grandmother dead and gone. Mark Curry and Tommy Davidson, watching them on Robert Townsend, Tommy Davidson, and watching Mark Curry first appearance on Showtime at the Apollo. He ripped that. Bro, you got to watch it.
He's a giant.
If you're a comic, that's something that you just got to watch.
Yeah.
That, excuse my language, that is a performer, and he's funny, and I love him. I respect him. He's a mentor. Watching him perform, that's when I decided that it's time to take my comedy to the next level. Watching him and watching Steve go on stage and Cedric the Entertainer, that's where you learn how to fucking perform.
Yeah.
To perform, like give them a show, mix music in that baby, and just do all kind. I play the piano on stage and do the characters and
Showmanship.
all that. Showmanship.
Yeah.
You want people leaving out of there sweating and peed on themselves a little bit.
You want that?
That's what I want.
Yeah.
When you leave my show, you got to take a bath. That's not a wash-up night. It's not a wash-up night. You got to take a bath. You got to get in the shower and go to bed. I'm done, Sway.
That's it. Rickey Smiley, man. Hey, man, you posted something the other day. Worry about that roach stuck in your clock on your stove. Not me. Yo, that shit had me cracking up, bro.
Ooh, that's a wild visual.
Because everybody got a cousin or aunt or somebody who had a roach stuck in that light. It be on that light.
You saw that, man?
I saw that, bro.
Oh, my God. I didn't know you was following.
Come on, man. I'm your biggest fan, bro. Stop playing with me, man.
Bro, that's cracking up.
Yo.
Hey,
what was
say
that
it again, Sway.
Worry about that roach stuck in the clock on your stove.
Because
Not me.
It glimmer on that light, on that green, blue light. It's like 8:18 and a roach be blocking part of the 8, so you don't know if it's a 6 or 8.
And now you late.
Because the back of the roach be messing up the time. Yo, that's stupid because you gotta have a relative. Somebody you seen that roach mess up the time before.
Stop. Stop. Hold on. Stop, please. What was the roach stuck between?
That line is 6 to the 8. So you're not sure if it's 8:16 or 8:18. You gotta peep game because the microwave and clock lights got that one color.
Shut up. We tell you quiet.
I told her she gotta go on stage.
Yo, take her on stage with you.
Can you be Heather's coach? Can you be her community
Ma'am.
coach?
No,
I will never come back on this show again. What's up with your girl,
That's
man?
have to be, man. That's have to be, Rickey. Come on, man.
I'm just observant.
Have to be observant.
Have to be
I ain't got no jokes. I'm observant, Rickey.
Yo, man. Let's
That
give
was
it
funny.
Yeah, man. Come on, let's give it up for Rickey Smiley, man.
I'm
Rickey.
doing that on stage, Sway. Hey, I'm doing. Can I use that?
Absolutely.
Can I use that?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sway. I'm doing that on. I'm saying it just like you said.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna sing you a basket, some roses or something.
Okay.
Because you almost ran me out of this room.
Yo.
I can sit in the room with her. I would never sit next to her at church.
No.
I would never sit next to her.
Yo, give it up for Rickey Smiley, man. We love you, brother. Foolish
Love
the
you,
special
Rickey. Yes.
premieres tonight at 12 midnight on Hulu. And get the book Sideshow Living with Loss
Yes.
and Moving Forward with Faith.
Yes, amen.
Thank
I
you for
love
your
y'all.
contributions,
Love you too.
man. Thank you, 12.
Thank you,
man.
Rickey.
Man, I love you, brother. I truly love you, man. Okay, thank you, brother.